What's up, everybody? This is Zack, aka Zacky, creator of Jellag Radio and many more podcasts and the website Zack.coffee. That's ZSK.COFFE. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start this. It is Coffee with Zack in English. Let's drink some coffee. All right, very nice. All right, this is the video for Monday, July 7th, 2025. So let's go ahead and go and start the show. Let's get done with all the content curation I wrote for Monday. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. First story, the TV shows people risk death to watch why fluffy, glossy K-dramas tempt North Koreans to brave the firing squad. This is from The Economist. Up next, also on the daily podcast, the Dalai Lama's future and the fancy fruit frenzy. This is by the Economist podcast. Up next, a hybrid still isn't working. This is by Harvard Business Review. Up next, thousands turn out to mark Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. Happy birthday to the Dalai Lama, BBC World. The next story is from Reuters. Israel sends delegation to Qatar for Gaza talks ahead Netanyahu's trip to the U.S. This is by Reuters. Up next, what's in Trump's ceasefire proposal and can it end Israel's war on Gaza? This is by Al Jazeera News. Up next, what therapists treating immigrants here? The New Yorker. Up next, Russia's recognition of Taliban risks legitimizing abuse, warned UN rapporteur. This is by Afghanistan International. Up next, how Trump's mega bill could slam the job market. It's by Politico. Up next, Lenovo Chromebook Plus 14 review, the new king of Chromebooks. This is by The Verge. Up next, how black artists are reclaiming the American flags by Vox. Up next, Microsoft is closing its operation in Pakistan by TechCrunch. So I made a comment that Satya Nadella should invest in Afghanistan instead. It would alleviate the country from poverty. Up next, the power issues by MIT Technology Review. Up next, I moved to the U.S. from Argentina for the lower cost of living. It helped me pay down student debt, but living abroad had a darker side. This is by Business Insider. And it goes into a story where that person had to end up paying more for student loans, and then they had to move to like Albania or something like that. Very interesting story. Up next, il était une fois, c'était 2 jours de partage sous le signe de l'identité rouge et noire entre ateliers et conférences. Merci à tous les supporters présents. Le résumé de l'événement dans les commentaires. This is by LinkedIn. This is about Stade Rennais. It's a soccer football team. It's from my hometown in France. This is where I'm from, the Ville de Rennes. RENNES. Up next, I want my vote back. Trump voting family stunned after Canadian mother detained over the immigration status. This is by The Guardian. Be sure to read that article. Up next, parents of children missing from Camp Mystique endure an agonizing wait. This is by the New York Times. This is a very sad story. We hope that they find those missing girls. It's there was flash floods in Texas, and now there's rescue efforts to trying to find those missing people. Up next, party pooper. Elon Musk says he's formed a new political party, the American Party, by Huffington Post. This is a very dangerous story. The reason being, guys, you know exactly what happens with third parties during presidential elections. The third party during presidential elections, all they do is they eat votes away from, not from the GOP, they eat votes away from the Democrats. And then what happens? The Democrats don't have enough votes, and then they lose the elections. This is what happened in previous elections where Jill Stein had about like 5% of the votes, and that was just enough votes so that it would lose the election. That's how Hillary Clinton lost the election, and that's how Kamala Harris lost the elections. So be very careful with those American Party third-party stupid stories, because that's what they do. They eat votes away from the Democrats, and then Democrats don't have enough votes, and the third-party votes don't even win the election. It's the GOP that wins the elections. So it's a very dangerous predicament. Up next, the U.S. is switching sides. Donald Trump is giving Vladimir Putin every incentive to keep killing Ukrainians by declining. I just saw a very scary story on Instagram, and it really made me upset because it appears that very scary. Russia is now in possession of a quantum computer, and as you know, the reason why all the allies and the U.S. and NATO was above Russian aggression in Ukraine was because we had access to these quantum computers. But the fact that now Russia has a quantum computer can be very dangerous, very, very dangerous. So check out that story. It was on quantumcomputing.ai on Instagram. And yeah, the story just mentioned that, yeah, Russia has a quantum computer, very scary news. And they have a 50 qubit quantum computer breakthrough. And so it might reignite the Cold War. So that's why it's very scary. So look into it. All right. Up next, with GOP mega bill signed, Trump turns back to tariffs. This is by 538. Up next, death toll nears 70 as flood warnings complicate rescue efforts. This is by the Washington Post. Apparently, the death toll is now above 80, which is very scary. Up next, Israel negotiators due in Qatar for Gaza truce talks. This is by Le Monde. This is about Gaza. Gaza doctors are under attack. So there's a Gaza genocide. We need a Gaza ceasefire, especially because of the West Bank escalation. We're essentially in the twilight zone, and we really need a two-state solution. Unfortunately, there's been new news about this, and it appears that Netanyahu is now in Washington with Trump, and he's talking about ethnically cleansing and kicking out all the Palestinians away from Gaza Strip, which is very scary, very, very scary. So we need to figure out something because we need to have that ceasefire. This is what we need. Up next, Adam Levine, Hot One, start off strong, gets derailed hard. This is by Mashable. Adam Levine is from Maroon 5, and they're eating hot wings, and they're making a video about it. It's very funny. You should be sure to check it out. Up next, Raekwon new album, The Emperor's New Clothes, will feature guests like Ghostface Killah and Nas. This is by Vice. As you know, Raekwon is a rapper from Wu-Tang Clan, and he was featured on one of those recent episodes of Omega Radio. Up next, we're publishing the speech that Harvard suppressed for mentioning genocide. This is by The Intercept. There was a lady that made a speech at Harvard about the Gaza genocide, and then they suppressed the speech. So The Intercept is going to mention that speech, so be sure to read it. Up next, after 41 years in captivity, the celebrity sea turtle is finally swimming home. This is National Geographic. Up next, Knives, Bullets, and Thieves, the quest for food in Gaza. This is by NPR. Very scary story. Up next, Behind the Mic, Sacramento's post-hardcore band by Dance Gavin Dance. This is by Cap Radio News. Up next, the Tour de France, this is Route Parallèle. This is by the Monde Diplomatique. Up next, Why Don't the Iranian People Rise Up? This is by Foreign Policy. Up next, The End of the Age of NGOs. This is by Foreign Affairs. I had to make a comment and let you guys know what happened to me. After graduating from the Ohio State University in 2009, I applied to 200 NGOs via Devex, devex.com, Devex. Not a single job interview nor job offer, even though I had a BA in Economic Development Studies. That's the level of racism I endured. These NGOs claim they go to the Middle East and Southeast Asia to help poor people, but they refused to hire me because I was not white. I was really upset about it. And that's when afterwards I started my career in technology. Up next, State Department employees in anxious limbo over massive staff cuts. This is by Devex. It looks like a lot of people at the State Department are getting fired, and rightly so, because they don't have enough experience to deal with the situation. We know that someone like me would have more experience, and I would do a much better job working at the State Department. That's for damn sure. Up next, reframing the French Indo-Pacific, New Caledonia, how to overcome the geopolitical impasses by The Diplomat. Up next, to counter China, reforms U.S. intelligence in the digital age. This is by the Safra Brief. Up next, l'événement, les États-Unis, Qatar, l'IA dans le Golfe, grâce à son influent Premier ministre, doit tisse un réseau haut de gamme à Wall Street. This is by Intelligence Online in French. You can read Intelligence Online in English as well. Up next, physicists start to pin down how stars form heavy atoms. This is by Quantum Magazine. Up next, la photo de la semaine présente MSO2, un spectromètre magnétique pour la physique des particules en service à bord de la Station spatiale internationale depuis 2011. This is by CERN in French. Up next, Rocosmos in 92 and by NASA. And that's it. I mentioned how I watched PSG and Bayern Munich, and then I watched Real Madrid and BVB over the weekend, and now I can't wait for PSG and Real Madrid in the semifinal of the FIFA Club World Cup. And yeah, like I said, I'm recording my Coffee with Zack in English vlog today, which I'm doing right now. And yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, my gaming channel playlist, I've been making more videos on Death Stranding 2 for the PlayStation 5, and yeah, I've done 14 videos so far. So I'm really excited about that. There was one video that broke. I guess something was wrong with the PlayStation, or something was wrong with YouTube, but I'm sorry I couldn't record it. So you know, hopefully I can record it again on a next playthrough. Might take some time, but yeah, right now I've done 14 videos of Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Really amazing game. Really helps me with my trauma. Helps me with you know, the loss of Audrey, and it's really been helping me deal with it. And fighting a monster named Higgs, and it's really cool. And it's just been helping me a lot, dealing with you know, the PTSD I received and things like that, and mental health. And the music is incredible. The actors, the storyline is incredible. It's definitely a scary game, a disturbing game. It's rated M for mature, 17 and up, and it is pretty disturbing. It is a horror game, so it's not for the faint of hearts. But if you can enjoy the story, and if you like Hideo Kojima, you will enjoy that game. That's about it, guys. As always, be sure to check everything that's on the website, zack.coffee. Check out all the podcasts. We're celebrating Jet Lag Radio 3600, 3600, version 83. There's about 117 songs. Really amazing podcast. There might be even more songs. We don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make another one, a new version of it. And yeah, a lot of people asking me why we had a version 53. The version 53 is because that was the job that I had when I was at Intel Corp. When I was at Intel Corp, I would do random, I would do the Intel samples, and I really enjoyed working on that project. And I really wish I could go back to that project and work on that project. It was called GST 53, and I love working on that project. I wrote the BP for it, the business procedure, and I really miss being there. It was just really so much fun. I missed being at the water cooler with the other coworkers. I missed checking Outlook. I missed working on Microsoft project, things like that. And like I said, if people don't want to hire me, then they have to fire people. You cannot take advantage of my work and then let other people just chillaxing while they don't do anything. All they do is gossip. That's why about 60,000 people got fired at Intel Corp, and more people are going to get fired. There's about, I think, about 100,000 people left at Intel Corp, but they probably could shave a couple more thousands of people away from that company, because right now I'm the one providing Intel Quantum updates, and you know, without my help, they cannot move forward. That's a dead given. So help me help you. You can help me hire back. I need a salary. I need a paycheck. You don't want to hire me? Okay. Well, now I'm just not providing updates, and basically you're basically stuck. We can't move forward. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to YouTube channel. It really means a lot. Every subscriber makes a difference. Please understand, on YouTube, if you subscribe, you're not paying a fee or anything. It's a free subscription. Now, if you want to make a donation, go to my PayPal, paypal.me/IamZaki. That's paypal.me/IamZaki. You can also donate to my Venmo. You can donate to my Patreon. You can donate crypto to my, if you go on Twitter, it's twitter.com/superfrenchbigz. That's super, SuperFrenchBigZ, Super French Big Z, and you click the little cash icon, and you can donate to the Cash App. You can donate BTC, crypto, Bitcoin. You can donate ETH. You can do all kinds of stuff. Any donation helps, guys. I've been doing this website for over 14 years, and to this day, the only people that helped me invest in this site was my parents, my dad, and then my wife, and now soon to be estranged wife, because we're going through a divorce. Unfortunately, I'm really sad about it. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is the video for Monday. For tomorrow, for Tuesday, July 8th, we'll do a video in French, okay? So stay tuned to that. All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Until next time, bye-bye. Wearing my Nürburgring t-shirt. As you know, I love the Nürburgring. I hope to return there someday. It's my favorite place on earth. That's where I spend my honeymoon at as well, both in Germany and then went to France. And yeah, I miss the Nürburgring, and it's just an amazing place. And please pray for those two people that got in a car accident at the Nürburgring between the Porsche 911 GT3 RS and the BMW M2. Looks like the BMW M2 hit the Porsche 911 GT3 RS while they were trying to overtake the car. So a very scary situation. Thankfully, both people are okay. The accident looks really dangerous and very scary stuff. I'm also entered for the 8080 contest, DCG 80 for the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Please hope that I win this contest. If I can win this contest, I would have a brand new sports car and I would have $60,000. That's enough money to possibly buy myself a new car, pay off all my debts, all my bills, pay off my medical bills, and also I could maybe save my marriage. You never know. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.